lies and fake
Okay,
news,
fine.
it isn't
Let's
limited to
continue.
secular media.
And then way down
Catholics,
here at the
beware.
bottom, even Gateway Pundit. Pope Leo, they go even further. They say Pope Leo embraces transgenderism, invites prominent trans activists to Vatican luncheon. Actually, only one of them is prominent, but who cares about the truth when all you want to do is report the news? Who cares about the truth, right? So I wrote this article first reporting the facts, and the facts are basically this. This was a luncheon or lunch that Pope Leo was attending. It's not like he invited them to his living room to have tea and crumpets. It's not like they're having a meeting. There is no private sit down. There's no private audience. It's an event for the Jubilee for the Poor. There were 1,300 people there. 5 of them were trans. I don't know if all 5 were activists. Let's pretend. All 5 of the 5 out of 1,300 people were trans activists. One of them requested an invitation. If you pay attention to how LifeSite News framed this, you will swear to God that Pope Leo personally invited 5 trans activists to have a sit down at the Vatican. Even that wouldn't be a scandal at the Vatican. But who cares about the truth when all you want to do is report the news? In their write-up of the event, you would swear there's a lot of scandal going on by the way they frame the story, by the way they weigh it down with drama. And again, the drama is fabrication. They're using facts, but they're twisting the facts in such a way that it's really, the drama is mostly fabrication, almost entirely fabrication. Folks, I have told you guys more than once, and some of you, this might be the first time you're catching me, I don't know, or maybe it's the first time you're going to hear it, but you better listen tight. The media is lying to you constantly. I know this because rhetoric is my thing, so I see it. I see the formulations. I also know this because I come from media, Catholic and secular media. So I'm telling you as an insider, the media is lying to you all the time. They tell you the facts, but they spin the facts in such a way as to tell you a different story, a story that isn't actually happening, like LifeSite News. Pope Leo will meet with 5 transgender activists. Well, what story is this telling? Pope Leo will meet with 5 transgender activists. Will there be 5 transgender activists there? Let's call them activists for the sake of the conversation. Okay, maybe there will be. Will Pope Leo be there? Yes. Okay, those are facts. But are they meeting? That's not a meeting. What story does that tell? That tells you that Pope Leo asked 5 transgender activists to the Vatican for a private meeting. Doesn't it tell you that story? But is that what's happening? So you see how you can use facts to tell a completely different story. It's all in how you frame the facts. It's all in how you present the facts. Each fact in any story is operative. It's a component to the whole. So depending on where you move them in the story or in the reporting, depending on where you move them, you can tell a completely different story by configuring them in such a way that leads the reader or the viewer or the listener to paint the picture themselves. You don't paint the picture because then you could be sued, but you reorient and reconfigure things in such a way that it leads the reader, whatever, to paint a different picture themselves. And then you do nothing to correct them, and you do nothing to avoid them drawing that picture because they're doing what you want them to do. They're taking from it what you want them to take from it. So why would you correct them? Why would you configure your editorial or your rhetoric in a way that guards against misinterpretation when what you want to do is lie to them? I'm not going to say names. I'm not going to say companies, especially because this company is no longer around. But I can tell you it's more than one company. I have witnessed flat out lying, literally telling a story with different facts. I have witnessed selective editing of footage specifically to tell this narrative, narrative X, when the truth was narrative A. Well, we don't want narrative A. So I'm going to reconfigure the facts in the reporting of narrative A so that I can make narrative X. And to support it, I'm going to re-edit this footage so that it shows what I want it to show in support of a new narrative, narrative X, that I have created. Catholic media. And there was one outfit. This outfit did not know that I was present during a phone call in which this person of this outfit told a flat, bold-faced lie. And just by coincidence, I happened to be perfectly situated to know what the truth was and to have witnessed with my own ears this person lying about it. Flat, bold-faced lie. Catholic media. You think it's just MSNBC and CNN? Shh. No. There are liars in Catholic media too, and you have to be very, very careful about what you get. Independent Catholic media. Establishment or conventional, normal Catholic media like EWTN, pretty honest. It's the independent folk that you really have to be careful for.